Hello. Hello everyone. Let me just set up my chart. Hello. So we're gonna change gears a bit today. We are turning bearish on the daily. We took all-time highs and we did that with ES as well. The only one that is lagging is actually Dow Jones. So what I have in mind right now, obviously we have relative equal highs over here, but we traded inside this hourly fair value gap. We dropped due to news, geopolitical news. And my idea would be for us to attack the low of the week today, because we have relative equal lows over here. Obviously we took these lows with Asian lows, but I believe Asian lows again can be attacked during this session. I would like to have a retracement, truth be told. Right now we're trading inside this breaker, low, high, low, low, higher, high, inside the fair value gap as well. So at this point, anything is possible. We took relative equal lows. Meanwhile, Asian lows have not been touched yet. Meanwhile, we have relative equal highs over here, but we turned bearish very much. So today is going to be most probably a large day. And that's due to the fact that the Asian range has been very wide. Only one standard deviation is going to send us afar. So the first standard deviation would actually send us back to this relative equal lows over here. Let's move to 1 hour. This is my personal account. You can see here, this is my personal account. I'm not going to hide the client account number. I don't know how many hackers are watching me. I don't think they can do anything with this ID, but this is my own personal account that I'm trading with. Right now it's at 11,000, and I'm not going to set a challenge right now. I just want to take advantage of the movements of the market, since we have honestly been having all this reaction. So yeah, I would like as much as possible to take advantage of these movements, because we've been consolidating for a lot. I would like for the market to open, and it's a bit frustrating for me to be honestly undercut by commissions. I don't know if I told you yesterday, I will say it again. I looked at my monthly statement on the 500 to 10,000 challenge. I ended up breaking even. Meanwhile, my commissions were up to $480. So basically I would have doubled my account. Honestly, I understand you need to pay the brokers their commissions, is the cost of doing business. But I believe for a challenge like this, those commissions are a bit too high. So I'm going to have to reconsider. Meanwhile, we're still going to trade. I'm either going to trade this personal account, and if time comes, opportunity comes back again, if we're going to have volatility, I can try again that 500 to 10,000 challenge, and I can use the trade copier for my own personal account as well. Now, moving on, we're trading inside this CB, hourly CB. We're below midnight, we're below the weekly open, which means we might attack the weekly low and come back into this fair value gap. Now, let me check ES as well. Same story, we still need to attack on ES, these two relative equal lows. If Nasdaq is going to be too fast for us today, we might trade ES. We took also all-time highs with ES right now, so yeah, all the cards are on the table. I want to check Dow. It's always the pair that I don't like. It's always indices that I don't like to trade. So we traded inside this daily CB. We didn't took all-time highs, but we have all this inefficiency here. Yeah, my guess would be also due to political reasons that we're gonna go lower coming next week and next few weeks. Unless they're gonna manipulate the market again with some news, they're gonna send it higher, and then in 2-3 weeks it's gonna be like a lot of enthusiasm in the market, and they're just gonna crash it instantly. If that happens, I'm gonna trade options as well. I'm gonna put some, I don't know, next year's puts with some calls. I will show you some strategies with options as well, something that I know a bit of. But that's just a black swan type of event if it's gonna happen. And I think that event is looming, considering everything that is happening. And look how sensitive the market is to tariffs and these types of news, which means that trust in the market right now is very fragile. So important news can really create a panic. And truth be told, if we're looking on a 3-month, we're opening in 5 minutes and I don't see anything good happening. So let me continue my rant. If you look on a 3-month basis, in 2 months, because this is a 3-month candle, well, we have a 38% gain. 38% gain on futures, on Nasdaq futures. It's huge. On average, indices they make 7% per year, and in 2 months we had 37. This is enthusiasm. This is delusion at this point. What's happening? So I have a lot of people asking me, I want to make an investment. What can I do? You know, the only thing that I'm thinking about, look at these two relative equals over here. That's all I'm thinking about when people are telling me about that. And this would be a grim scenario because we're talking about 2022, what happened in 2022, and we're talking about a 40% crack. That's big, but it's something that I'm gonna think about it until it's gonna happen, due to the fact that we've been on a heater for the past few years. Everyone is in an illusion, so dreaming in a fantasy world. And this gap for sure is gonna be attacked at some point. So bear in mind of something like this. It's gonna happen next year, this year, in 5 years. We don't know. We're gonna have to time it. And this is something that you're gonna notice in options as well. In options, you can make money by spreading. You buy puts, you short calls, and you get the meat in the middle. But if you time it, if you time the market, yeah, you can gain a lot. Just give me a second. I have some cable issues. Sorry, my setup was in distress. I think I can see it properly. Yep, done. Now let's get ready for the market open. So we have this hourly candle, and trading below midnight is gonna keep us staying in this bearish scenario. Now I'm looking at the price and I see this breaker over here coupled with this 15-minute fair value gap. And what are you trading? Futures, indices, CFDs? Expected a move at the open. We were talking about it. Yep. Relative equal highs, midnight, and relative equal highs on top of the Asian highs. Let's trade with caution. For spread, it's ideal to use limit positions, just so you know. When you buy market and sell market, the spread is going to be even more in against you, because you're going to get filled at whatever they want. With limit, you're going to have spread, but it's going to be closer to your fill price. To your order limit. I apologize. I misspoke. Okay. Interesting open. We have a lot of volume imbalances. Yeah, even for fair value gaps or whatever you see me doing, if you take my ideas, let's say right now you would want for the price to go up, right? Usually I place my limit right here on the tick of it at the low of 937. You're gonna have to do it at 938, 39, just to be sure you're gonna be filled when you want to be filled. So yeah, I know I traded. We have made up the Asian range we just touched. Let's be patient. It's the cost of doing business. If they disclaim it, you cannot do anything about it. So we just traded inside this 1 minute fair value gap over here. We don't have any news looming. Nope. So Be mindful, it's going to be Friday, so I'm going to be extremely careful with my trades. I'm going to trade a very small size comparing to the size of my account. We know we're going to be in a CB, so I want to delete this hourly fair value gap. And this is a first presentation fair value gap formed by the candle at 9:32. Now, let's look a bit of the regular trading hours. What are we seeing? Relative equal lows, 901. And relative equal lows, 870. So right now we already traded to almost the mid of the. So right now, if we're gonna fall, let me try it. This can be a short right now. Very speculative, only 60. Considering we just started trading and it's Friday. Yeah. Right now, my idea is to trade this fair value gap after we touch this 1 minute CB, and this is the first presentation fair value gap. So my strategy is basically to short the first presentation fair value gap. Surge in price, a lot of volume imbalances left behind. It's very important how we're going to close this 5 minute because we are inside the BC, but we have a volume imbalance here, which is usually a target. So let's be patient. Moving to break even, free trade. Where I did took the first 901, the low. Actually, cover commissions. I would not want for the price to trade above the high of this candle, 937 candle. If you're asking me what would be my profit target, 831 or 779 at least. It's a big spread day, so whatever happens, I'm gonna be patient. Plus, we're in a good position right now. $870 is the next target. This should be respected, otherwise it's a fake move. We don't want to be caught in that. $831. If I see weakness, I might add, because we have a higher target. This is an inversion for a value gap. Small. Thank God this Friday is the strategy that we're using right now. So just because buy one here, ultimate target here. This is a new week opening gap or a daily one. It's a daily open gap, so we want to attack right now the Asian lows. But I'm gonna set my profit target a bit higher in case they want to have a retracement before that. When you're shorting, you're buying in order to close your position. We're gonna take 870, which on the regular trading hours are two relative equal lows. If we're not gonna see speed, I'm gonna take one off here. Speed would mean to go straight to 852. If we take the low of this 15-minute candle, it means we're gonna go lower. 868. It's important. The reason we have conviction to hold on to this trade right now is because we have relative equal lows, and now they're building the price. So we might see a correction right here, back here, just for that. Okay, let's take one off. We already made a profit. Everything else is free. Relative equal low is still left here. We're gonna have a lot of speed coming up. Yeah, I might add, it depends how the market is gonna move. It's only 9:45, so I want to give the market some time to breathe. Happy I took one off. We're trading inside an inversion fair value gap, inside a 5-minute CB, inside the 1-minute CB. I'll be patient and I'm gonna add if it confirms my assumptions. I want to see a red candle on the 1-minute at least. I'm not gonna trade into this move up. It's very early, it's not even 10 o'clock, so I'm mindful of reversals that can happen. Okay, we're out. $120. I would say it's a good start of the day. I don't trust this move either. At all. I don't trust this. So I'll sit on my hands and watch the market from now on. Let's see if we try it again. Hmm. Not a good sign. We're trading back inside. This is a breaker on the 30-second. This is an inversion fair value gap. It's supposed to usually this supports the price, so the market is a bit fickle right now. Bear in mind, we traded with 2 contracts when we had a clear strategy in mind. Right now, I'm trying to trade the market structure, and I just placed 1 micro, which is a fourth of the win I'm risking, basically. This is sound risk management strategy. This way, even if I lose this trade, I'm still going to end up profitable on the day. Very close to almost being filled. Touching this inversion fair value gap. Support. Is offering support. Takes a lot longer than expected. Okay, no issues with that. Mm-mm. At the end of the day, let's remember ourselves it's Friday, so we're gonna have friendly price action as we are used to. Still thinking about shorts, but we've done a lot of damage to the sell side. We still have this gap to fill. Let's see how that's gonna happen, if that's gonna happen. I'm not gonna eat now. Thank you. Thank you very much. So relatively cool lows, a lot of liquidity here. Let's see how 10 o'clock is gonna look like. So order block, inversion fair value gap, we traded inside this 5 minute. Now let's see if the price wants to go to the buy side, if that's the setup they're looking for. And this wants to be a breakaway gap. Now what would be nice? To come back down here and then to set up the move higher. Mhm. We're out. We took the high already, so I'm not comfortable with buying anymore. Very unfriendly price action. Mhm. Let's wait. We have SMT with yes. Very forced price action. 968, ultimately 976. Then the clock is here. Very peculiar situation. I don't feel comfortable buying those fair value gaps. I would like for the price action to give me a bit more information on that. Meanwhile, on the 5 minute, we have dipped inside this fair value gap. We still left relatively cool lows, and this breakaway gap is very dubious to me. So yeah, I'm not buying right now. Not yet. $68, $25, $70. We took that 1 hour candles high. This is a breaker right now. Low, high, low, low, higher, high. So in theory, this fair value gap should be trusted, and we should not trade back here again, in theory. Meanwhile, we have SMT, WTS, and Dow Jones. Let's see how we reject this fair value gap. That's very important. Hmm. I was uh, I was looking at the other charts, and I wanted to take a break from placing that order. I noticed something interesting, and I want to run by that first. I'll tell you in a second. Just give me a second. Took that high. The longer the trade takes, the reason I cancel, the longer the trade takes, the more I can be convinced that we're still gonna reach the sell side. So I wanna wait for that. If this fair value gap is just gonna act support and it's gonna send us higher, it's okay. I don't have a problem with that. 976 is gonna be the next target. We already had a profitable trade, small loss. We're still profitable for the day, so I don't wanna ruin my profits. The price would not reach actually our desired price anyway. It's not ideal. This type of movement for me is not ideal. At the end of the day, if it comes back down, I might just use this one as an inversion for a value gap or this one. So let's wait. When price stagnates so much at the highs, it means we're gonna have a reversal. It's not a rule. It's an opinion based on experience. This Friday, why would I want to be involved in this type of price action after we had a win? It's okay. Let's wait. We still have SMT with ES. Now this might work as charm, this move. Okay, let's try it. I like the fact that we have institutional order drill. Let's see. Very clear target 978. We still can have a reversal after that, so let's take advantage of this move. We have a breaker, we have fair value gaps, we have equal highs, we have everything in store for this move. It's impressive how well we got filled. We almost did it. This will be the last trade of the day. Even though I believe I might miss a very big move. Nerve-wracking to wait on to the last intake. Fortunately, the E-mini took this high. Unfortunately. So right now, let's see if we're gonna get filled. Otherwise, I might have to manually cancel it. Why not leave it be? We have a volume imbalance on E-mini, so I just want to play it clean and safe. As you can see, we took it 976, 977. So that's fine with me. We got filled to the tick here, so I'm gonna allow it this to steal $7 out of me. Yeah, it would have been fine, but still, out of principle, I need to teach discipline. Now let's see. Most probably we're gonna have a vicious attack towards the 23,050, which is the Asian high, where we're gonna come back to 859. That's something for you to study. Let's check a bit the price action. I'll stay for another 5 minutes. Account summary 138, 3 trades, 2 wins, 1 loss. At the end of the day, had we canceled here, we would have been extremely profitable with $200. But that's yesterday's news. We don't need to think about the past. Now, can we come back here again? Like a nice probability. If you're wondering what I was looking at the fact that we have this CB on a 4-hour. So that's an interesting fact. Let's see if they want to take 23,050. Being a bit sore from the last week's trading and the losses that we had, right now I'm less inclined to hold them. Next target, if that's going to happen, we have 006 and 25, the high of this candle. Very slow price action, I'll be honest. It's probably I'm gonna sound petty, but I was checking what other YouTubers have been doing this morning. I guess we're the only profitable group around here. Yeah, but also unlikely. Due to the fact that it's already 10:20 and we took sell side, came back down, we took all these relatively cool lows, turtle soup, round back high, breakaway gap, trading back inside here. This is a bullish breaker, fair value gap, we bought that, and now the only job that we had was to hold. But it's Friday, I want to spend time with my girlfriend, and we had a very bad week, so I'll take the win. is going to help me mentally to move on to the next week, where we're going to have CPI, and CPI, as you know, on this channel is very difficult to trade. So I want to go back into next week with a lot of confidence. Yeah, they're losing. They're losing. So yeah, the only thing that you should be doing is buy this one, as I said before, because we had a breaker, low, high, low, low, higher, high. We have this breakaway gap. We don't have any volume imbalances here, right? None of them. First presentation fair value gap is acting as support. And this on the 32nd, as I was talking, when I was shorting, I was like, man, this is holding the price together with this order block as well. See how beautifully it's respecting. Let me delete this one. Okay. And now when we come back down before, and this is a strategy that I'm going to share with you in a video. I already highlighted, but I'm going to make a full-on strategy about it. When you're close to highs or lows, as we had these ones and this one, and the price is coming back down into a fair value gap inside the breaker, that's a 90% win rate type of strategy and trade. I've back tested it myself. Doesn't happen as often. It happens maybe once, twice a week when it's extremely obvious on a smaller time frame, but they are very accurate. They are very accurate. The only reason why I didn't put size on it is because we are trading on a Friday. So yeah, I believe we're gonna move higher for the rest of the day, and we're gonna attack 23,050. They wanna hold the market up still. I'll be honest. This looks very juicy, and most probably it's gonna happen very slow. And if they want to do it dirty because we have this big range, they might reverse it afterwards. It depends on the speed. If it's going to happen with speed, we might have a reversal. If it's going to happen slow, there's not much else they can do. It's end of the week. They have to close the books and they're going to leave this relatively cool lows and the rest of the market for the next week. So right now, if you didn't took a position, I might even considering buying this fair value gap, even though if you have a high risk of becoming an inversion fair value gap, I will try it in order to attack this 0.50s. But I believe I took the meat of the move. So see, you don't have any inefficiencies left behind. This 5 minutes respected very well, came back down, just touched this fair value gap, went back up very fast, very quick, and you don't have any inefficiencies left behind. Candles overlapping each other, no volume imbalances. Like, I don't even see a reversal happening at this point. Yeah, so you can just buy this one right now. Stop loss here. If you lost, goodbye. End of the day for you. Just wait for a retracement at least. Don't just buy the highs. You didn't copy the earlier trade. It was not good enough. You want more juice? Volume imbalance, even more reasons for you to try the long. This might be attacked. Let's see if it's going to become an inversion for World Cup or not, and I'm going to be done for the day. Either I gave you a winner or a loser in the bag with a clear target, 0.6 and relative equal highs. And it was clear winner. By the way, it's acting. Yep. There you go. There you go. Did you? I sorry, I just don't know its sizes and how is your account balance. It's not up for me to judge that. That would be already financial advice. So you did not close earlier? That's good. Well, write it out, boys. If you can take partials out, I would suggest for you to take partials out even at 0.006. $70 more likely. 70% and then the rest for 0.50. So you don't regret if it's not gonna happen. We already came a long way. If your entry is around 950, I'm sorry, sir, you have at least 50 points. 50 points on one mini is 1,000. I mean, 50 points is more than enough. I'm not looking for home runs every day. But hey, at the end of the day, everyone does their job. Everyone manages their own money and trades. I suggest leaving runners, but you know, partials must be taken. Okay, let's wait for 0.006 and we're out. We might see speed after 0.006 as well. Yeah, a lot of volume imbalances here. Relative equal highs. Yeah, there is a lot of liquidity up there. Papa, what's happening? What's happening? Why did I tell you to take partials? Things like this can happen. So close to the target as well. But hey, we're still trading inside the Asian range. Like, I'll check the PM session. There is a chance right now we're just gonna flip. I have a tendency to leave before big moves happen. That's the FOMO talking out of me. And let's see, I'm curious about this. Oh, okay, it was not holding price. This is Verbalga. After we took a low. I'm done. Thank you very much for joining me today, and we'll talk on Monday. Stay safe out there, please. Peace.